Do you know someone with a terminal illness? Perhaps it's a family friend. Perhaps it's a relative. What illness do they have? How long have they had it? Do you even know the current treatment plan they're undergoing? Do you know the charities associated with the disease that they have? Whether the answer is yes or no, this talk is for you. I want us in today's talk to learn what Parkinson's disease is, to understand the effects and the symptoms of Parkinson's, and to realize the various charities that are associated so that we all can help and support them. So, what is Parkinson's disease? Parkinson's disease is a terminal illness. Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder that affects predominantly the production of dopamine in the brain. What is dopamine? Dopamine is a hormone which is produced in a region of the brain called the substantia nigra and travels across the entire body in order to help control and coordinate movements. With Parkinson's disease, due to the fact there's a lack of dopamine in the brain, which could be due to environmental stimulus or due to various genetic disorders, symptoms can range from a tremor in the hands, tremor in the arm, tremors in the legs, jaw or head, muscle stiffness, slowness of movement, impaired balance and coordination. Imagine constantly going through that. If you went through that, would you want someone to help? I think so. I know I would. This is what a patient with Parkinson's disease has to go through every single day. As their disease progresses, this is what someone has to go through. This is what 1 in 35 people, yes, 1 in 35 people, 145,000 people in the United Kingdom have to go through. Don't you think we need to do more? So, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this talk? Well, the reason behind this talk is quite something that is quite funny. As beforehand, I wanted to watch an Emma Chamberlain Met Gala vlog, and I was really interested in watching it. And before the video started, there were two 30-second adverts. And we know how annoying it is with these particular adverts because we have to just stand there and watch something that we might not particularly be interested in. And the two adverts I'd seen were a Macmillan bike they sell and also a breast cancer fun run. And although I'd seen these adverts before previously, they had an impact on me as I was wondering, why do we need incentives as a society to help each other when we're at our lowest point? Why do we need to be motivated in order to help each other? Shouldn't we already be doing that? And you're probably wondering, why am I focusing on Parkinson's disease? Although cancer is a disease which affects 1 in 2 of us as a population in the United Kingdom, I was really interested in the fact that although we know so much about Parkinson's, why do we not know also about other terminal illnesses? And I wanted to focus on Parkinson's as it affects 1 in 35 people, 145,000 people within the United Kingdom. So, now I'll be talking about some myths that are around Parkinson's disease. As we can see, there's an image of an elderly man with Parkinson's disease, and we're seeing a list of his symptoms. One myth around Parkinson's disease is that it particularly affects the elderly. And this is true to a certain extent, as many people within the United Kingdom, when they first experience symptoms of Parkinson's disease, are over the age of 50. However, 5%, according to the NHS website, 5% of people, when they first experience symptoms of Parkinson's disease, are under the age of 40. This highlights that Parkinson's disease affects us all, not only the elderly, not only the young, but affects us all. Another myth around Parkinson's disease is that it affects men more than women. And this is true, as according to the National Health Institute of Medicine, Parkinson's disease affects men twice as more in comparison to women. And although this is true, women are more likely to have more severe symptoms of Parkinson's disease in comparison to men and faster progression. And you're probably wondering, why am I saying this? I'm saying this to highlight the fact that Parkinson's disease isn't something that's just a myth that affects elderly people. It's something that affects us all. It affects all races, all genders, and all demographics of our society. Now I'll be moving on to a case study of a man named Rob, and this is from the wonderful website of Parkinsons UK. And this highlights the story of a man named Rob. And Rob has had Parkinson's for over 40 years, highlighting the fact that Parkinson's affects all people from all ranges. We can read Rob's story and can learn his suffering. We can read his pain. But within this particular segment of the article, we can hear about his diagnosis story. And within his diagnosis story, Rob was unable to get the treatment that he deserved as quickly as he deserved. As, for example, what happens if we have an illness and we don't know what we actually have? Would we not feel upset or sad? This is what Rob had to suffer. As when he had Parkinson's disease, his doctor said that when he first experienced symptoms of Parkinson's disease, he said that, Rob, you're far too young for that. You're far too young for that. No one should have to undergo through the pain of not knowing what disease they have, but should always be made aware of what they have as quickly as possible. And this can only happen by us learning about Parkinson's disease and having more information in regards to it. So this is what we are responsible to do. As a society, we need to work together in order to make a difference. And here on the screen, we have various charities in which support Parkinson's disease. We have Cure Parkinson's, Parkinsons UK, and Parkinson's Foundation. And I want us all together to work together in order to help each other. I want us not to just stand here and listen to this talk and walk away with our lives and continue. I want us to make change. In conclusion, I want us to remember that there are various terminal illnesses around the world, but we must make a change. For example, with the various pandemics we had, like coronavirus, Ebola outbreak, and malaria outbreak, we all made a change. And I want us to work together and group together as a society in order to actually help each other. Because although we've become individualistic as a society, let us think about how we can help each other. Thank you for this.